evening, everybody.
My name's Paul.
And I'm Rebecca. And today is Sunday the 18th. No, it's not. It's Sunday the 19th of November, 2018.
We are covering the southeast of Devon for our Every Disused Station Challenge.
Roll the intro.
I haven't done an intro.
What do you mean you haven't got an intro?
I haven't got an intro. Steph was supposed to be doing the intro, wasn't she? Steph, get a wiggle on. We need the intro. This is our second video. We haven't got an intro for the second video. Anyway, so our plan for the next couple of days was to head down to Newton Abbot on this exceptionally highly detailed map of Devon, which you'll find is to scale. First stop, the next morning, was to do a couple of stations on the main line, which is depicted by the excellent green colour. Head then down the Kingsbridge branch line, head up to the South Devon Railway, do a few of the stops there, head across to the main line down to Paynton and do a couple of disused ones down on the Dartmouth Steam Railway across to Brixham as well. Then probably fall asleep in Newton Abbot in our hotel. Then the next morning and the day we were heading home, we planned to go up to Moreton Hampstead and do this old line, which is a Moreton Hampstead and Devon Railway, or South Devon Railway. Yep. And then of course up the Tyne Valley Railway. Thereafter we would then head home, which is up there.
It's up here somewhere.
Pretty perfect. Enjoy. And as ever, we shall add a counter down here, or down here, or both, which will depict stations we've been to today, stations we've been to overall, miles we've done today, miles we've done overall. But first, the most important thing. What's the most important thing, Rebecca?
Breakfast!
Right, so we've just arrived in South Brent, which was the home for Brent Junction, and we're pretty sure we're at Brent Junction now, owing to the fact that there's a lovely signal box which we'll show you in a minute. Oh, maybe it wasn't a signal box, but a railway building of some description, and I'm guessing that is the old platform. So we've just parked up. We're just looking on real train time to see if there's any passing trains in the next few minutes, because it'd be nice to get a good shot of those, wouldn't it, Rebecca?
It would.
Right, that was Brent, which is in South Brent, I think. I'm not sure exactly where the junction is, but it must be pretty close by. So we'll have a look on a map in a minute, as in the junction where it went, headed south to Kingsbridge and the Kingsbridge branch. There's a couple of good shots of a new IET and an old HST. Yeah. Gara Bridge railway station. What was Gara Bridge railway station? Gara. And up there is what looks like a bridge. So we shall investigate further. this is one of the this is what we all say. One of the advantages of not doing loads of research before we come out is you find amazing places like this bridge, which is just yeah, we're about to go under. We thought this was obviously the railway, but inadvertently we just wasted 15 minutes and a lot of energy coming up this hill because it's right down the bottom where we parked.
Yep.
So yeah, we should have done a little bit of research on this one, but we didn't. But we do get to see amazing little places like that.
Accidental finds.
Yeah. And that
part as much of the fun.
Yeah. That turned out to be a private woodland and probably private estate, but hey ho, we didn't realise that until we saw the sign.
Which was well and truly inside where we were.
Yeah. But that's great, wasn't it? Anyway, so now we've actually got to try and find, if we can, the actual station house, yeah.
Which is a private property.
Private property, which is fine, so we'll get as close as we can without trespassing as ever. Right, that was Gower Bridge. Bit of a mess up on our part. We're now heading up to the start of the South Devon Railway, right?
Yep.
Yeah. South Devon Railway, which is Totnes Riverside, which was Totnes Little Hampstead. What we didn't factor into this whole big challenge is winter.
Yes, we have forgotten these things.
Yeah. So it's dark by 5 o'clock today, isn't it? Pretty much 5:30.
So you may have a bit of footage of us finding these places in the dark.
In the dark, yeah.
By torchlight.
I don't really want to do that, do we? Because it's going to make for a bit of a poor film.
We'll
anyway,
see.
Whatever. Yeah, we'll see. So we are behind schedule. We've only done 7 stations. So we're going to try and power on. But the trouble is, the next one is not a power on. The next one is a little heritage centre. So we're probably going to go, ooh, nice cafe, cake, aren't we?
Yes. Did you not get that thing in the Harry Potter quiz, in the Pottermore quiz? Are you
I don't like Harry
optimistic?
Potter. I do not like Harry Potter.
What would best describe you? One of the options was optimistic, cowardly, things like that.
Right. Again, I've never watched Harry Potter. So you're making me do a quiz on Harry Potter?
No, it wasn't on Harry Potter. It was on your personality, and it just happened to. It's not school. Hogwarts is the school,
isn't it?
It's what house you're in.
House.
House in the school.
In the school. In the school.
But not what school you're in.
Okay. Right.
Anyway, you ended up in Gryffindor.
I don't know what that means.
Craziness.
It's not craziness. It means I haven't watched the films.
I will open my Lego Harry Potter characters in a minute.
Right. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Done Buckfastleigh, we did Ashburton, which was really difficult because you couldn't drive the car down the streets in Ashburton, could you, let alone park? So we did a picture from the car, which is probably a bit rubbish. Anyway, so it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we are struggling, I think, because all we've done today is a couple on the main line. We've done the Kingsbridge branch line down to the coast, and we've done the South Devon Railway, 3 stops on the South Devon Railway. That's it. And it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've probably got 3 hours of light left. We wanted to get a lot more done. We're now heading down to Kingswear. So this is Kingswear, end of the Dartmouth Steam Railway. Obviously not disused, it's still used, but it's technically disused in the context of our little challenge. We're not going to do Britannia Holt because it wasn't technically a proper mainline passenger station, correct?
Yes.
Broadsands Holt, we think was that side, but it's a big farmer's field. so we're not going to go to Broadsands Halt because that would be trespassing. And there are no pictures.
No one really knows whether it ever got built.
Yeah, so no one knows where it is, but we'll go with that as a tick. We're struggling to remember where we are. We keep saying Broadsands Halt, it's not Broadsands Halt.
No, that was the viaduct which we seen.
This is something Sands, Goodrington Sands. This is Goodrington Sands Halt. Goodrington Sands. Okay, back in hotel. We missed Kincaswell.
Kingscowell.
We missed that because it was very dark and
the traffic was getting bad.
Traffic was a nightmare because it's rush hour, and we thought, you know what, it's going to make for a rubbish shot. So we either do it first thing tomorrow morning, or we come back and do it another time because it's relatively easy because it's pretty sort of central. Anyway, so tomorrow we're doing
all the rest.
The rest of them, yeah. I can't remember the name of one line. Tame Valley line is the final line that we're doing tomorrow, and I'll loop back up to Exeter and then on the Free home. But yeah, a few lessons learned today. Number one,
don't drink too much, can you need a wheel all the time?
Oh, it wasn't such that, was it? But it was just like, right, we only stopped for a wheel like 4 times, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But it was every single time, it was like, right, where do we, right, okay, well, there's a supermarket sort of 6 miles that way.
And then there were toilets that were out of order,
then, yeah, God, that
or people spent forever in the toilet.
Morrison's, there was someone in the toilet in Morrison's for like half an hour. And then we needed to, Asda, which had 1 cubicle, and it was out of order. And we got there, and was, oh my God.
Oh, it's all fun.
Yeah, all good fun. Mm-hmm. So yeah, tomorrow we shall try and do the rest. Morning.
Hello.
God, it's cold.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Newton Abbott. We're going up that line to Moor Hampstead. And then we're coming back down again, and we're going up the Tame Valley line. That's the plan. Ready?
No.
Right here, probably pretty much where we predicted in terms of where the car was, is the platform. The whole platform looks very intact.
Very green.
Yeah, proper brickwork, you name it. So that is the Stover Canal. Stover Canal, line. Stover Canal, line. Cool. Right, should we do a little here and...
Ah, there you go. It was mothballed apparently until 2011, when it was announced that the section of the line to Heathfield would reopen to facilitate the transport of timber from Heathfield to Chirk in North Wales by Colas Rail.
Cool. And that was since 2011.
That was 2011.
So it's no longer.
It was. Well, no, that was. It says it was mothballed until 2011.
Oh, sorry.
So
okay.
it's obviously still in use now, I
cool.
guess.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Well, the timber contract ended in late 2015, and the line was mothballed again in 2016.
Okay. A 2-mile journey through some interesting roads.
It was originally named Hawkmoor. Was it Hawkmoor Holt? After the Hawkmoor Hospital, which was the county sanatorium, which was pulmonary tuberculosis sanatorium ultimately.
Well, that was Pullabrook, which was, we're pretty sure we saw where the raised platform would have been. We think we did, we're not 100% sure. So yeah, that was a tick for Pullabrook.
Station now a private house, and the track has been infilled to platform height, and the old station master's house also survives as a private dwelling, and the old corrugated store shed still survives. So whether it does or not when this was written, since this was written, who knows?
Whoa! Well, I got that on camera. That sounded really painful. Right, so we're still in Ashton, and we think that could be, it certainly says station house on it, so we walked right past that, up the hill, back down the other side over there, because we thought it was over there, but it's not. That could well be it, so we'll do pictures of that from there in a minute. Interesting, whilst we're here, as you'll note, we did a video about benchmarks and levelling points. Link here. And here is one on this lovely little bridge. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a lovely Colin from Team Rail, and we shall definitely put a link, as we discussed earlier, to his website. And we've been chatting to Colin for probably an hour and a half,
Yes.
hour and a half, putting the world to rights, which was great.
The transport world to rights.
Yeah, not just a rail world, really educational as well. So if you get 5 minutes, there's a public footpath that goes past Christo,
Yes.
and it's lovely.
Well, that's
So
good.
go and say hello to Colin. What we should have done is the light changed.
Well, it has taken you a week of editing so far.
A week. Yeah. An actual week.
An actual week.
What we should have done is we should have interviewed Colin on camera, because he was a bit of a legend, wasn't he?
He was.
He knew his beans, and he had a lot to say, a lot of ideas about how different transportation systems work, where the country is now with it, where it could be, and it was really interesting. So, you know, next time we'll sit down and we'll do some interviews along the way, perhaps if we do bump into people, or at least ask them to do interviews. Anyway, whole different story. Right, we are now nearing the end of our journey. We probably only had 5 miles, 6 miles till Alphington Halt, or Alphington, which was the end of the journey. There were another 3 stops. However, we knew that 2 of them would be drive-bys because they are on private estates, and it doesn't make for the best footage when we're just going. So anyway, we'll call it a day now, and we shall put a few clips together just to go on the end and just to summarise how many miles we did travel on this little journey. But we are right there now, on the last leg before our trip home. So thank you for watching. What have we got to do? Subscribe, comment,
Hit the like button.
hit the
Oh,
like.
sorry, is it smash the
Smash the like
button?
and notification bell and all that. Yeah, next videos coming up are probably another one of these, maybe a hidden railway relics we've got planned as well. So yeah, keep watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little adventure.